Hello, everyone. We are live. I am your host, Jonathan Lyman of the Jonathan Lyman brand. I'm here. Normally on Sundays, I do my weekly recap. I'm not going to do this week. I'm going to do things a little bit different. I want to come on and talk about the WNBA. There's been a lot of things come out with the WNBA since yesterday. A lot of fake news, a lot of things that people ran with to tell a story that wasn't really there. And I feel like it was my duty to come out and show my support and actually say, no, this is what really happened. And I got some backlash. I also got some support. And as this platform grows, I have to understand that people are looking at this and really wanting to know what I say. So that's cool. If you're new here when you're watching this, I will let you know that this show, it means a lot to me. And I'm out here grinding, constantly wanting to get better. If you want to support the show, you can go to Cash App, Jonathan Lyman brand, help me out there. If you want to do any type of advertising on the show, want to wear a shirt or a hat, hit me up with jly7650@gmail.com. That's my email. You can also contact me through other social media platforms if you want to. But yeah, we are here for it. And one of the issues that I've been having lately with this website, I want to make sure if you come in and you're watching it doing a live, comment below. See, can I see your comment? Because sometimes I've been noticing issues with the lives being able to read comments. So let me know if you can read the comments. Potentially see some people hop up on here. But yeah, let me give you the breakdown of what I do. Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and on some special occasions, Saturday nights. I come on at 11 p.m. Central Time, and I give you the late night sports talk show where we don't just talk about sports. It's mostly sports, but we talk about everything that's going on. And we got some games I'm developing. Thanks. I'm trying to figure this out because I was like, it was doing things kind of weird. I don't know if people could see the comments. I don't know if people can actually get me in. But yeah, we are here. We're trying to figure this out. I'm coming on tonight. I'm also going to be on Mondays. Always do. Like at noon, I come on talking MMA before Area Money's MMA our show comes on. I come in and talk all things MMA there. And whatever you want to talk about, I'm always here to talk about because that's what it is. It's about the fans. It's about the people. It's about having a great debate. It's not about, oh, I'm the one here. You got to listen to what I say. Nah. You want to, I'm talking about something like, nah, man, this is better. Cool. We can talk about that. I'm pretty open to changing the subject and everything. But, whew, y'all, man, we always see what happens. This WNBA situation has been crazy. And it also shows me that a lot of people still ain't watching the WNBA like that. A lot of people are like, I didn't know that league still existed. Which is crazy to me because a lot of the people who have been telling me this over the past day or so have little girls. I'm like, how, Spade? How do you not know about this league? And it's still going on, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Let's get into it. The big thing that happened is that Hollywood was reported by ESPN, reported how the women decided to leave during the national anthem of yesterday's game. And they ran with it. All the conservatives and right-wing people, they all ran with it hard. They were like, can't support them, let them go back to wherever they want to go, make them leave the country and all this stuff. I'm like, that's nuts. But I do some more research because I actually want to research topics. And once I did the research, you realize Holly Rowe, who's an ESPN reporter, actually came out and said, no, this is not true. They did not leave while it was going on. The plan was to leave before the anthem got played, and they were going to be in the locker room while it was played. Then they would come out. That was pretty much the plan. It was not reported like that because that doesn't fit the narrative. So it was reported falsely. And now you're starting to see them retract the reports from yesterday, which it's easy for them to retract the reports now since they got all the views from it. Man, we done got all these views. Let's go ahead and put out, yeah, we were wrong. They didn't do it like that. But you done got the people upset and hate them now. So it doesn't matter. A lot of these sites have to be more responsible with what they put up. Because I know I put my video up showing support of the WNBA because I actually knew more of the story. People came after me. That video I put up has like over 400 views, so that's good, I guess. But it has 20, I think at this time, maybe more by now, like 21 unlikes, or what is it? What do you call that? Unlikes? Because I'm always saying, make sure you hit the like button. So I guess that would be the down would be the thumbs down unlike button, I guess. Never really thought about that term until just now. But yeah, that happened. And you're like, and I was just going through the comments. And if you go to that video, the comment section is not that bad. That's because YouTube actually did not post a lot of those comments that I got. A lot of the racial and just straight up racist comments that I got. YouTube didn't post them so you can visibly see it on my page that's going to it. But I still get the comments. Just don't be posted. And I'm like, these people out here racist for real. I had go back to Africa, go back to this, go back to that, everything. And I'm like, man, y'all, is it really this bad? I know y'all don't like when people disrespecting the flag and that national anthem. But y'all really ready to have that conversation? That conversation is a rough one that we need to have. That flag, I'm not really about the flag. We're going to say the flag for another day. I just don't want to get into that. But the national anthem, that racist national anthem, I mean, look into it, guys. I'm not making this up. If you look back, the national anthem had slave talk in the national anthem. It wasn't only taken out in the 1980s, but they were like, we should probably take some of this out. This is kind of racist. So it's finally been taken out. So it's only been taken out for over 30, close to 40 some years now. That the racist part of the national anthem was still in there. That's why, and also let's be honest, the national anthem is not a good song. I know everybody loves Francis Scott Key while he was writing this song. But if you look at the song ain't that great. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It ain't really. It's structured horrible. It's just not that great. Now, if y'all want to sing America Beautiful, I'm all here for it. I think that's a much better song. To be honest, the Canadian national anthem is better than the American national anthem, to be honest, if you want to be honest about this thing. But sometimes people don't want to have those conversations, and I understand that, and I'm all here for it. But let's also get into why does the national anthem get played before sporting events? Why? That's something I don't understand. I know with the NFL, a lot of those situations, that the NFL is paid to pay. Let's try that again. The NFL is paid to play the national anthem before the games. That's why you have the players coming out, doing everything. Before, this did not used to happen. They used to stay in a locker room, whatever, and then come out after it. And nobody had a big deal about it. But now, it's a huge deal. But yeah, let me know what you all think about the national anthem. And here's another thing about it. Let's think about this. Everybody's patriotic. So patriotic. You know what we should start doing? This is what y'all should do. Play the national anthem before you go to work. While you driving, just play the national anthem and have it playing. And then when it's over, cut your car off, take the seatbelt off and everything, then go on to work. And do that every day. Every time you have to go to work. Every time you go to the grocery store, do that. So y'all need to be playing that national anthem too for everything y'all do. You want to talk about the athletes having to listen to the national anthem at their job. And other than money, that's the only reason why that national anthem is being played. Because ain't nobody trying to hear that national anthem just randomly. Ain't nobody like, man, you know what's a good time and some good music? The national anthem. Let me play it. Oh, say can you see? Ain't nobody like, man, that's a good time right there. By the dawn's early light. Don't nobody be like, man, that's some good music. But that would be funny though if he had somebody like bump into it. Then the rampart be. Nah, it ain't it. I'm sorry. It's overall, it's just not a good song. Y'all are gonna come after me, I know it, but it's gonna be okay. Shout out to the people who were on my page earlier today who supported, who actually watched my video and actually, saw it, and they subscribed to the channel. They were like, yeah, big ups to you for putting that out there and everything. So that was good. But I mean, I get why people have hate for the WNBA for it. I hate that it is out there, but a lot of people just don't like the WNBA period and they want them to go away. I mean, I'm putting this challenge out there to anybody on YouTube who wants to debate WNBA. I'm here for it. I know I tagged a bunch of different content creators who I think this would be interesting, especially from a conservative point of view. I'm here for it. We can get on the debates, talk about these sports. If racists behind Barstool Sports want to say something about it, they can get it too. I'm going to debate everybody. Because Barstool, y'all racist. And how people let them off the hook for being racist, I never understand. But people have, and they're still going strong, making all the money. I'm still here being all the broke. Yeah, man, we're going to keep this thing going here. But yeah, it was a lot, man. And I have to give big ups to Hollywood again, because you work for ESPN and you straight up called them out on their BS for putting out that false narrative. Because you notice they made sure they did that big video about it, in which got millions of views, and they just did a little small edit, put it in there on a little tweet like, yeah, it's actually not exactly how it happened. But they still got that video that got all them views up. This is the time for the WNBA, man. In my opinion, they should, all this momentum they're getting from this people watching, they should let the rims go down a little bit, have all them girls out there dunking, pow, show everybody's like, WNBA is not that good. It kind of is. We're just so used to watching all the athletes in the NBA. And you can make the argument that while there's a bunch of great athletes in the NBA who can do a lot of great dunks, from a fundamental point of view, NBA be kind of trash. And the WNBA is very fundamentally sound. They make great passes. They do everything. They do good, man. Get them girls a shot. WNBA, y'all need to holler at your boy, because I've been going through it, supporting you all. If it's not anything else about the WNBA, I'm gonna keep things going. I will be back on tomorrow night, Monday night at 11, as I will be really going full blast with the show, coming up with all my little different gimmicks that I'm going to do. So that's going to be fun, because overall this is going to be sports and other stuff that I'm going to talk about. Shout outs to Major League Baseball for coming back. I've said it before and I say it again. I'm glad it came back. They kind of changed the rules this year, but I know everybody watching these videos don't watch all of them. I'm gonna go through it real fast. I think the World Series is gonna basically be the Yankees versus the Dodgers. I think those two are the best two teams. I think they're gonna show it. I think the Yankees are gonna get to be victorious. I think the Yankees are gonna be the champions, and I'm pumped for it. And I think Judge is gonna be AL MVP. I also think Cole for the Yankees is gonna be Cy Young winner. I think the Yankees are going to dominate. And the NL, Acuna from the Braves is going to be the MVP. I'm excited for the NBA. I'm excited for the MLB. Before I go, we got to talk about this. Oh, we're going to talk about it. Talk about it. NBA, we ain't going to just let y'all slide with that little situation y'all got with Lou Williams. Lou Williams was like, man, I'm sick of being in the bubble. I got to go somewhere else. And he left. They let him leave. And he went to a strip club. Lou Williams decides, you know what? Man, I'm sick of being in here cooped up with all these fools. Let me leave. Let me come up with some kind of excuse so I can leave. And you know where I'm going? I'm going to the club. And now he's just a complete mess. I just don't understand his logic of, you know what, I'm going to leave and I want to go to the club. Come on, man. You're making all that money, and only thing you have to do is stay in that bubble and relax. You can't do that? What? All right. That was another big news of the week. They did not do it. There you go. Other big news, September the 12th, in an exhibition match, Mike Tyson at age 54 is going against Roy Jones Jr. age 51. And the question is, who you got, Mike Tyson or Roy Jones Jr.? Now, I will always say this. I believe Roy Jones Jr. in his prime is the greatest boxer I've ever seen. So it's hard for me to ever pick against him. In the beginning, when I was talking about these fights, and when I was thinking about it, I was like, man, I'm going to go with Roy Jones Jr. But I will admit, Tyson has looked great in his training. Then I saw Roy Jones Jr. training, and I was like, After seeing Roy Jones training, I'm like, I don't know, man. He looking really flat-footed, which he has been looking for a while now. But it's really bad now. He's really flat-footed. I was like, I don't know how he's gonna look. This could end bad for him, because whatever happens in the fights, we can only go by what we're seeing right now, and we're seeing Tyson looks in great shape. Tyson moving quick and fast. Like, hold on, let me move this. This is what I'm seeing, and that's why I don't think this is going to end good for Roy Jones Jr. at this point, unless obviously we still got a few weeks for him to improve. But this is what I see when I see Tyson, and obviously I'm sitting down there. This is not going to be great. Tyson is like and now you got Roy Jones Jr. like this is Roy Jones Jr. You trying to go against Tyson? I don't know. This like, I don't get why Roy Jones Jr. team would put that video out. He don't look good. Looking all flat-footed. This is gonna be a long night. I'm excited for it, I guess, because it's not like it's too much other sports going on right now. But to me, the fight that's gonna steal the card that night is going to be Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. Jake Paul is a YouTuber. He's had 2 boxing matches, one against Deji and the second one against Gibbs. And that was Super Bowl weekend. So he has 2 fights under his belt. Nate Robinson, former NBA slam dunk champion, even though he was kind of gifted slam dunk competition, in my opinion. I don't think he should have won, but that's a whole nother issue for another day. He's going to become a boxer and fight him. I'm excited to see how both of these guys look, because I think it's going to be a terrible fight. But for some reason, I give Jake Paul the edge. And it's funny, I don't follow any of Jake Paul's content. The only thing I know about Jake Paul is the 2 boxing matches that he's had previously. And I've heard of him and his brother, and between Jake Paul, Logan Paul, KSI, Deji, and all of those guys. I've seen all the training. I think Jake Paul was going to get it. I don't know why I think that. He looked great against Gibbs, but Gibbs looked terrible in that fight. See, I'm the person that comes to. I'm probably the only person in America that's really willing and able to break down a Jake Paul fight. Because unfortunately, I saw both of them. I'm listening to myself. I'm like, really, man? You really talking about a Jake Paul who's killing it on YouTube and everything? And shout outs to him, I guess. But I excited for that fight as well. Who knows what else they're going to put on that card. We also have to, obviously, I can't leave without giving a big shout out to the UFC. Last night, UFC on Fight Island 3, we had the fight between Robert Whitaker and Darren Teal. Robert Whitaker was able to get the victory, and that hard to fight. It was a great fight. I personally thought Teal didn't get the victory, but Whitaker, he was victorious in that. Then I always got to talk about, Shogun. He got the victory against Little Nog. And we had a co-main event. And that co-main why I'm not thinking about what it is, because I probably would be thinking about talking about this today, but I was like, I might as well.
Fellas. Last episode was a good one, so we got to jump to hitting up these packs. Why? Because what is this series, Frank?
I love how this phone randomly hops into random videos. Okay. Co-main event was Fabricio Verdum defeating Alexander Gustafsson at heavyweight. That was Gustafsson moving up to heavyweight, and Verdum did his thing, submitting him on bar, beat him down. He knew when he went to the ground, Verdum was going to beat him. Verdum was one of the greatest of all time. He looked a whole lot better this fight than he did the last fight. So shout outs to him. We're getting back on the winning track. That's pretty much all that I have for this week. And at the end of the day, one last thing, we must protect our women, because even with this whole thing about Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, how Tory Lanez ended up shooting Meg, and people made jokes about it. I'm like, why? What's wrong with society that people made jokes about a woman getting shot? That's what I don't get. And now, this past week, you saw so many people coming up on their platforms having to apologize for making fun. I'm like, y'all should know better than that, man. Y'all got to use our platforms for good, not bad. What you doing? Anyway, you all, that's going to be it for me today. And we also got to talk about those Knicks making that decision about hiring Thibodeau. It is pouring down raining out here, and I had a video about that yesterday. I was doing some editing on some other videos that I was trying to do, and I deleted the wrong video. So I deleted my whole live yesterday. That was a great live. Deleted it like a dummy. Can't get it back. It's gone. I'm sorry that you all won't be able to check that out. But we'll be back tomorrow night, and I'm going to make sure I get everything together, and we're just going to have some fun. I'm excited about this, and I really think this thing is going to grow and be great. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Be safe until we meet again.